What is going on today, guys? Stix10 here, and today we're going to take a look at the couple of high-powered moves in Pokemon Go for fast moves. First up, we're going to take a look at Empoleon with Waterfall. You can see, obviously, here it's going to get wrecked by the fighters, specifically Medicham. It did lead into it, and I actually, this round I brought kind of something a little different. I did double steal. Just for a little bit of fun there. Giraffe Rig, not a bad matchup here for our Alolan Marowak. But Waterfall is going to be an interesting move, guys, because it does so much damage. It's 4 damage per turn. And then it's getting, it's actually not terrible at energy production. It's just slightly below average at 2.66 per turn. It's a 3-turn move. So it's not, overall, it's not a terrible move. It is a little slow at gaining energy. The problem on Empoleon is it doesn't have a very quick charge move. All of them are fairly high energy cost with Flash Cannon or Hydro Pump. So you can see here I ran Steelix and Empoleon together on the same team, obviously knowing that fighting was going to be an issue. I had brought the Alolan Marowak, and unfortunately I didn't save the Alolan Marowak for the matchup that I needed it for, so that put me in a pretty bad position. I don't recommend running double Steel on the same team. Empoleon is going to beat Steelix and Alolan Marowak, and then but obviously going to have trouble against the fighting type Pokemon, so something to keep in mind if you are thinking of running Empoleon. Next up, I've got Gardevoir with Charm. Now, guys, the Charm is just ridiculous how much damage it does. You can see how quickly he swapped out there because Charm will absolutely wreck Medicham, much more so than Confusion does. Now, it does have, it doesn't hit as hard against like Haunter and stuff. It still hits pretty hard. I think it's 5.33 damage per turn. But you're only gaining 2 energy per turn, so it takes a while to get to Shadow Ball or Synchronize, whatever you guys are running. But it is a very good option against Medicham. You can see how quickly Medicham is falling here, and honestly, I don't care what this charge move is because I should be able to tank it. And it's Power Up Punch, so that does nothing to Gardevoir there, and you can see went down fairly quickly. Giraffe Rig comes out. We're going to hit a Shadow Ball and get out of here, saving our Gardevoir. I don't know if that was the right move necessarily, but it does put my Alolan Marowak in a good position to burn some shields, and should be able to beat this Giraffe Rig with just fast moves at this point. Use my last shield and go in there and hit some more fire spins in that Giraffe Rig, and we should win this battle. So GG. Definitely a good match there for us. Just testing out running Empoleon and Gardevoir together on the same team, and then I backed it most of the time with Alolan Marowak. Just kind of testing to see how this trio runs together. Obviously, an issue is going to be burning shields, so that is something you need to look at. And so here I decide I'm going to shield this Thunderbolt up. Do believe, yeah, it's Thunderbolt. So you can see we're going to hit another Bone Club, try to draw out a shield, and do get the shield that time. We are going to fall, so to that Giraffe Rig, very close matchup there in the one shield. I think I might have been able to win if I had done a Shadow Ball maybe the first, but the Shadow Ball is resisted, and then I do let that Thunderbolt go through, which is kind of silly, but I didn't want to waste my last shield on Gardevoir, knowing that they're probably going to bring something out that counters it fairly well. As you can see, Alolan Marowak comes out. Unfortunately, I let them build up quite a bit of energy on that. Empoleon does come in. They switch out to Poliwrath, which is an okay matchup. We're still going to lose it, depending on what they have for charge moves. And it's Power Up Punch, so we are going to we're going to lose this matchup eventually. We do get off a Flash Cannon finally. You can see how long it takes Empoleon to get to a charge move. After this update, obviously Empoleon can last a lot longer against a Poliwrath than before, and you can see it is actually a semi-close matchup, but Power Up Punch is going to end us there. And so GG, a little bit closer than before the update, but still a losing matchup for us there. Now this is a good matchup for Alolan Marowak. We're going to save up to Shadow Ball. We're going to let this come through. It is fairly long, so yeah, it was a Psychic. So they may be running Psychic and Power Up Punch possibly on their Medicham. We're not sure yet. We'll see what it is here in a second. We hit a Shadow Ball, so they actually double shielded their Medicham, which is fine. And I'm gonna hit a Bone Club on this Alolan or on the Haunter that just came in. It is going to be excellent. You can see we took that Haunter down pretty low with that Bone Club, so that was good. We had a lot of energy stored up already when it came in, so Empoleon's going to come in and tank whatever they throw at us. So Shadow Punch, and there you go. You could see we just deleted Haunter with one Waterfall. So GG to Haunter there. And Dynamic Punch, that's fine. I have 2 shields remaining on my Gardevoir here, and I decided to shield this up. It was Dynamic Punch. Definitely would have resisted that fairly well. I don't know if I needed to use it there, but we still have 1 shield remaining to their none, so I'm in a good position here. Gardevoir gets to that Shadow Ball before they can get to the pup that they were going to do, and GG, lights out for that Mawile there. So good thing we had energy building up already, and that's going to be a key, guys. If you are going to use these, your shield management is going to have to be on point. Like, you're going to want to save those shields, get in good matchups with those Pokemon that are doing a lot of damage. And you can see Psychic it took me down to about half health there. And that Psychic, that's fine. And we're going to hit a Bone Club here to try to get a shield. No shield, that one. And then we are going to use a shield, our first shield here, to block a Psychic. And then we're gaining a bunch of energy and kind of wasting it here because Psychic's going to take me out, and that was dumb. That was a dumb play, Sticks. Dumb. Anyways, bring out Charm Gardevoir there. You can see it takes down that Medicham, no issue. But we are going to get pretty walled against this Steelix here. See, Charm's still chunking away, but we're just not able to put on any kind of pressure to the Steelix, and Crunch is going to do us in. Wanted to save that last shield. Unfortunately, I have to use it here against the Steelix. And there it finally goes down. And then Alolan Marowak, we're going to hit this Hydro Pump, but obviously they're going to block that. Still have another shield remaining, so this is going to be GG for us. Definitely going to get knocked out with this Bone Club here. And that is the end of that. You can see it definitely takes... shields are going to be an issue, guys. Like, you get to a fast move, but you can't really do anything after that. And Empoleon's not super bulky. I think that's why it's not getting a lot of hype. It does have some unique matchups compared to some of the other steel types. Obviously, it beats a lot of the steel types, except for Probopass. It can beat most of the other ones with that waterfall damage. And you can see here, we're just going to let it fall right away. I don't want to waste a shield on it in a losing matchup anyways. And we bring out Gardevoir. Just going to wreck this Medicham. And not going to worry about shielding this up. Whatever it is. It's Psychic, so we're going to resist that. It does do a chunk of health, though. You can see our Charm is just going to tank. Take those away. We shield up here. And this is going to be a race here to see if I can get... we actually double shield our Gardevoir. I think I can knock out this Haunter with just Charm, but it's going to be very close. There you go. You can see we got it, but just barely. And we're not able to get to a second move there, so kind of put ourselves in a bad situation. But I didn't want to be left with Alolan Marowak against that Haunter. Could have caused issues as well. So, and then my game decides to freak out, and we're gonna hit this final Bone Club, and this looks like a GG. That's into that. Crunch is going to do us in. So guys, if you leave a like, leave a comment, do all that business below, and as always guys, keep on battling.